lost to Pottsville, a very top contender in the state playoffs this year, considered to be anyways. And so we're looking forward to a great game tonight. And again, glad to have Dave Troxel with us here tonight. As his expertise is always always appreciated.
Well,
so
it's great
Dave,
to be here.
good to see you here again.
This is the game of the week as far as I'm concerned. We got Shamokin having a great season. I guess we're 7-1 now.
7-1 the Indians.
Won to Pottsville, and of course Williamsport knocked Pottsville off the week before they played. Maybe Pottsville got caught here looking ahead in that game to Shamokin. But now tonight's the test, I think, for both teams to prove if they got something. So I'm looking forward to a big game. I think we're going to have a close one here, a real barn burner.
Well, we're looking forward to a good one. Of course, Coach Tim Montgomery, former head mentor at Shamokin area, at the helm for the
I think I remember him.
Yeah, I think I remember him too.
Tim the Rock Montgomery.
All too well. He's one of the guys I could look eye to eye with on the coaching staff. So, but always a good guy as far as we're concerned. But tonight his Millionaires take on the Indians, coached by Coach Sam Cicatano. His first year as head coach for the Indians, has done well so far.
Yeah, that staff, you really got to give them some credit. They really came in here and, it's proven they're 7-1. They only have one loss. They're doing a great job with these kids, so, good luck tonight.
Well, the Millionaires will tee it off at their own 40, now, of course, and they'll kick left to right. And back deep for the Indians, we have Kurtz, Ritchie, and Wisłowski. And it's a deep kick, and it looks like it'll be fielded by Kurtz at about the 5. He looks for an opening to his left, and a nice return on the play. Let's call it about
23, I'd say.
Just shy, maybe 18-yard return on the play.
So first and 10, struck a ball on the 23-yard line.
So the Indians will set up camp. Let's kind of run down those names for you. At the center, we've got Eric Knoll. We've got at the guard positions, we've got Bridie and Wallish. At the tackles, we've got Heitzman and Waugh. Tight end position is Jason Cicatano. Quarterback Brian Stamitz, and in the backfield Wisłowski and Kurtz. And at the wideouts, we've got Ritchie along with Golden. Give up inside to
nice run.
Jamie Wisłowski, and the sophomore sensation, as it were. A big surprise for the Indians this year, and actually as Kurtz went down with the ankle injury earlier in the year, Jamie Wisłowski stepped into the Mount Carmel game and has done a yeoman job ever since.
Yeah, just Kurtz in motion, Wisłowski up the middle, and a first down, first and 10. Got about 11 yards in that play.
That was a nice way to start off the game, Dave, picking up over 10 yards on your first carry.
Stepping through a few tackles, breaking tackles. There's a little hole there. Give the offensive line some credit, too.
You give us up inside to Kurtz, who tries to take it to the outside.
And nothing there that time.
But nowhere to go, as it looks like he may have picked up 1 or 2 at the most.
Host of red jerseys.
So the Indians have a lot of speed in that backfield when you consider Wisłowski and Kurtz and Ritchie. And Golden not too shabby either.
Well, that's quite a combination back there. A lot of people with a lot of speed. Can break at any time.
And they go with the split backs with Wisłowski and Kurtz. They send Wisłowski in motion. Give us up inside to Kurtz, and he's hit right at the line of scrimmage.
Same thing to the other side. No room this time.
That play, the battle was won, I believe, by the Millionaires on the line of scrimmage, even though he did pick up a few. Brings up a 3rd and about 5.
3rd and 5, yep. Maybe a possible passing down. First pass of the game. Let's see what happens here.
Well, in case you're just joining us, this is Shamokin versus Williamsport. 10 minutes remaining in the first quarter, no score as of yet, and the Indians on their first possession, looking at a 3rd and 5. Send Ritchie in motion to the right.
Back to pass, good rush. Well, he scrambled his way out of trouble. Completion looks like a first down out there if he was in bounds, and the referee says he is.
He is in bounds, so Stamitz receives some pressure. But he reacts to it and rolls out to his right and is able to find Ritchie coming back to the football and catches him along the sidelines, and Ritchie picks up the first down.
Yeah, heads-up play by the quarterback there, scrambled free and found the open man. And this drive is still alive.
Indians just inside their own 50, about the 49. Quick pitch out to Wisłowski.
Oh, nice hole, good blocking out there. About a 17-yard run.
Wisłowski with a great individual effort there. that quick pitch, you pull that tackle out there, and let's give them credit too. Timmy Heitzman out in front doing some good blocking. And again, Wisłowski showing that great speed when he gets that corner. Why, he can take it upfield. He gets that ball north and south.
Yeah, that line got him about the first 10 yards untouched, and the next 7 he was running over people. So overall, good play, good hard running, and some good blocking. And we're deep inside Williamsport territory.
And the Indians go to the eye. This is the first we've seen them in the eye. And the give is to Wisłowski.
Just a power-off tackle.
He's led up in there, I believe, by Harry Reid at the fullback position.
Making about 3 yards on that.
So with that, Reid is out and Kurtz is back in. Expect them to go back to the split back set. Wide to the left, we've got Golden and Ritchie in the slot. Stamets calls the signals. Quick pitch to Wisłowski again. He's got some people out in front. And
yes.
Looks like he may have picked up the first down. Clock still runs. He kept in bounds, but good blocking out there again.
Timmy Heitzman leading that out there. Leading all the way downfield. Just run over everyone.
And it's a first down. So the quick pitch working well for the Indians as they've had 2 nice gains on that play in this drive. And they've started this drive at their own 18 or 19-yard line and have moved it right up the field.
That's Tim Heitzman, a 280-pound tackle out there leading the way. Looks like he has lots of speed, too.
Yes, good lateral movement.
Oh.
There's Kurtz, takes it inside, then back out. Gets a nice block by Ritchie downfield. And the Indians are down inside the 5-yard line.
Nice run on that.
I like how he kind of juded to the inside and, set that thing up and then broke it to the outside. And Ritchie out there from his wing position or slot position, whichever,
really sealed down.
Was able to come back with a nice block.
It was really there, and Kurtzy read it and took off.
So in the beginning of the first drive for the Indians, looking impressive here.
Very impressive. Let's keep this up.
So the Indians go with, they bring in a bigger back in Harry Reid. Wisłowski, and they go with the power eye, Ritchie, Wisłowski, and Reid in the backfield. Power eye to the right. And they give to Wisłowski, and he slips in the backfield and gets back maybe to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he saw something inside, tried to make too hard of a cut, and down he went.
We are on natural turf. And, he tried to cut it up inside and just lost his footing a little bit. And so we're still looking at, though, a second and, about 4. 7:25 remaining in the first quarter, where we still are scoreless at this point in time, but the Indians threatening here, knocking at the door.
Nice long drive, opening drive for the Indians.
Go with that power eye again. This time to give it to Kurtz, and he's in. Good blocking up front.
They just pushed everybody back. Kurtz basically wasn't hit until he was 2 yards into the end zone.
I mean, that play started at the 4, and the line surge, I believe, was into the end zone.
Yeah, everybody was in there on that play. We all scored.
So let's give credit to those guys up front.
We got Eric Knoll at center, a 3-year starter, senior, leading the way out there. I think maybe a 4-year letterman. Came up as a freshman, doing a great job. And, of course, the guards, Joe Bridey and
Wallish, John Wallish. And then the big tackles.
Yeah, the big guys.
Tim Heitzman along with Chris Waugh. And then Jason Chicatano as the tight end.
So give those guys credit. A lot of yards rushing on this first drive.
Cleveland will put the foot to the ball at about the
looks good.
The 10 there, and it's good for the point after.
It's an early 7-0 lead for the Indians.
7-zip lead as the Indians look impressive on their opening drive, and this is the kind of thing that you can't stress enough. The importance of that first possession. I mean, that can definitely set the tone for the remainder of the game, and that being the case, the Indians looked impressive on that first drive, Dave.
Yes, they did. A lot of great offensive line blocking, good surge. Indians looks like they're here to play.
And
those running backs running hard.
Yes, and they only put the ball in the air once.
That's right. All adds up, too. Yes. I mean, if they're blocking, you get in that opening hole, and then you see your running back breaking tackles, it all just feeds upon itself.
Yes, it does. And, I did hear through the grapevine, kind of as it were, at the office this week that, the Indians did have a good week of practice. They were really, psyched and getting ready in preparation for this game. So
so far
they look like they were ready.
Yeah.
So we hope they just remain as intense as they have been on that opening drive, and now we'll get a chance to see how they do defensively. Klebon will kick off for the Indians.
Yeah, I don't think it's over yet, Phil.
No, it's just getting started here. Let's see you back deep for the Millionaires.
Taking the ball, number 24 there, I think it is. Mike Palancino. A good return, almost out to midfield.
So Palancino with a great return, and we got an Indian down, just a little shaken up there, and it's Chad Ritchie, I believe.
He's back up, though.
He's a little groggy. And it looks like he's going to have to go out for this play. He's got his bell rung there a little bit, so he's kind of wandering around.
Yeah, he's heading north, but going east. No, he is not in good. No, he is not in good shape.
He's got a good hit on the head, and he's sitting down on the ground now. So we just hope Chad's all right here.
That's not a good sign.
No, not a good sign. I mean, he's really groggy there.
When someone's walking to the sidelines and ending up in the end zone.
Yeah, he's still kind of, going to his right there a little bit. I think he caught either a thigh or a knee in the head there when he tried to make the tackle, and that can really.
Yeah, I think we won't be seeing
put the
him
lights
back too
out
soon.
They'll check him out.
And get him, yeah.
So Millionaires in great field position with that return.
Yeah, I don't think Red's going to be able to tape up his head over there. That's not going to work.
Well, they're checking out the pupils there to see if they're dilating correctly. But here's the big man, the big gun for them. And
good pursuit by the Indian defense. Looks like Jeff Steele over there getting to the ball. Looks like there's something going to happen there, but Shamokin looks quick.
Yes, they do.
Got to the ball quickly, only about a 2-yard gain. Looked like something was there, and they shut it down quickly.
Well, the Millionaires come into this ball game, highly touted as a running team, and rightfully so. That has been their biggest asset this season. They go with that I formation.
Well, again, Shamokin's playing it real tight. Look at those D-backs. They're only about 5 yards off the ball. So, well.
A lot of pressure on the quarterback. That's
good pressure by
Tom Taylor, I believe.
Tom Taylor.
Tom Taylor has had an impressive season thus far.
Causing that quarterback to throw a lot sooner than he wants to, and just not there.
So that's the type of thing we're going to have to do. We're going to have to put pressure on them when they do want to throw, but naturally our first concern is that run. But yet we saw at Pottsville all too well how we got suckered in on the run, and they burned us with the pass.
Made a quick adjustment in that game. They had an awful first quarter and were able to turn things around for themselves.
So with the power I again, the Millionaires. Slot left. This time a little reverse, and Tom Taylor in there put some pressure on him. But
yeah, really that play was
good
really
pursuit
Tom
by the
Taylor
Indians.
And who was that 65 for the Indians? Chris Waugh, playing in the Williamsport backfield, really broke down that play until the Indians' pursuit got there and ended it all.
And it's good to see Jeff Steele out there this week. Jeff was hampered by an ankle leg injury, and he's back in there this week. The Millionaires going with the fake, and they catch the Indians by surprise. There's a fumble on the play, and the Indians get the ball. There's a flag, and it's going to be against the Indians for having too many men on the field, I believe.
What?
In the exchange.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. We'll have to see. But
well, they set up quick, and the Indians didn't get their people off the field and get the punt return team on. And
yeah, I'm not sure, but 11 to 12 pairs of purple pants down on that play.
We're looking here to determine the call. I didn't catch the preliminary indication. It's a matter of when it occurred, I guess. Was it after the change of possession there or not?
Yeah, that flag came in really late.
It was a late flag, so maybe the possession may have already changed. So it may not. The Indians may retain the football here. Yeah, it's just a matter of where they're going to place it.
Yeah, that wasn't thrown until after he was down with the ball already. Oh, what is that?
Still fourth down. Still fourth down. I'm not sure what that call was, Dave.
Well, that was I think it might have been offside.
Illegal substitution.
Illegal substitution.
So they did catch us with too many guys on the field there. We're going to have to be heads up for that quick exchange.
They're doing it again.
Go again.
And it's there again. Just a little bit underthrown, though, and
it was there.
Yeah, it really was. Man, it was wide open.
So the Indians take over in good field position on their own 44.
Number 3, Mark Devon for the Williamsport Millionaires, wide open on that again.
Yeah,
same thing,
Tony Benedict making a hit that dislodged him from the football. And, of course, the ball wasn't quite thrown exactly where it should have been. But good thing for the Indians. Or,
ball on the money, and that was a touchdown.
Or possibly a touchdown. You're right, Dave. So the Millionaires not weary about mixing it up a little bit here and going into their bag of tricks.
Yeah, Coach Montgomery. That's about as tricky as I remember for him.
Scotty Kurtz on the carry, out of the eye.
That's a nice pickup, about 6 yards on first down.
And we still don't see Chad in there yet, so, Chad's still getting checked out over there on the sidelines. I see Red and Doc Twigger over there looking at him.
He didn't look too good. I don't think we're going to see him back too soon, Phil, and that's very unfortunate. Chad Ritchie, a big player for the Shamokin Indians, a big play, man. Hope he gets back in there. Hope it's not too serious.
Okay.
I formation.
With that man in the slot.
Quick pitch again. That one a lot better defense by the
Looks like
Millionaires.
the Indians brought Tom Kane in to replace Ritchie.
So we got about 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 for the Indians.
So a big 3rd down play after Shamokin scoring and holding off the Millionaires on their first attempt here.
Well, the Indians, be nice for him to pick up this first down, and if they could put another one in here, would
got to set that
be
tempo
great.
and keep it early.
Go with the split backs again. Give us to Kurtz inside, and he's got an opening.
Nice
and
hole up the
first
middle.
and 10.
So we got that line working again. Eric Knoll on the guards. That's Bridie and I guess Waugh.
Opening some gaping holes in there, Dave.
Yeah, nobody touched him for the first 5 yards.
And with that quickness, I mean, you give them that kind of hole, they're going to get 5 or 6 on you easy each time.
Yeah, that's what's great about that type of thing. Again, feeding upon itself. And linemen see that. The running backs breaking tackles and such. They just seem to get better.
Okay, go with that quick pitch again. This time Wisłowski.
Well,
and he shoots around, and I'll tell you what.
Yeah, well defense, but that was all Wisłowski on that one. They picked up on it. And
you can't defend it much better than that, Dave.
No, you can't. And he broke about 3 tackles and drugged some people. And
boy, that little sidestep of his, and he gets upfield. He's so quick, such quick feet.
He's got that vision, too.
Yes.
You can just sense that about him when he's running.
That peripheral vision. You can see good side to side, too.
I
right,
know
Dave?
what that means.
I know you do, Dave. Any Lycoming graduate would know that. Try to give a counter inside to Kurtz, but going nowhere as the Millionaires defense that one very well. I see getting up off the bottom of pile number 33 there, Chad Kurtz. Oh, so we got another Kurtz on the other side of the ball for the Millionaires.
Well, I thought I saw a 59. I guess I didn't. There's no 59 on the program. Speaking of vision, I have none.
Indians going to the I formation
so another
here again.
critical 3rd down. 3rd down and 5 for the Indians in the I.
And pitches back to Wisłowski, and he gets a lot of pressure, but he finds an opening.
Oh, yes.
And he's got the first down. So Wisłowski getting the job done here. It looks like they have him hemmed in, and he comes out with 5 or 6 yards on the carry.
It looked nasty the way it was for Shamokin, but he made that look easy.
Yes, he did.
Too easy.
So the Indians, on the running of Jamie Wisłowski have moved the football well here again on their second possession. Yeah, a lot of individual effort on the part of the Indian backs so far. I mean, on that pitch especially.
Yeah, I think I'd watch what I'm doing on that pitch now. Looks like they made some adjustments. They are doing things differently.
You might be able to go to the, I believe they have in their repertoire kind of a fake pitch and then give back to the inside kind of thing, where the quarterback makes that motion to the outside. And you might want to, come back with something like that because they are pursuing now.
We were doing that, tried it again against Pottsville then too, and that play was working for both teams that night.
Well, I was glad to see Chad Ritchie back in there, in there in the backfield.
He's back?
He's back.
Good, okay. He's walking straight. Big block too.
Oh, and a free ball, but it looks like the Indians may have recovered. The Indians got it, so they get a nice gain on the fumble. As the ball pops forward maybe a yard or two.
Not quite designed that way, I'm sure.
No, you don't want to depend on that type of play too often. But
that was about a 5-yard fumble, though.
This was one of the breaks that the Indians got here. So the Indians continue to move the football.
With the 2nd and 5 on the Millionaire 18-yard line. That's an odd name, Millionaires.
Millionaires.
I'm a millionaire.
Well, I believe it comes from the logging industry when it used to be big up in this area, Dave. I could be wrong, but Scotty Kurtz just ran into a tall timber there.
Yes.
And, not much going. In fact, he actually lost a yard maybe on the play.
Good transition. That's very good. Well, I lived in Williamsport, going to Lycoming for 4 years, and I must admit, I don't remember the logging story.
Well, this was a big logging area up here, Williamsport.
Was that Reader's Digest?
I don't know. I just I made that up, maybe.
Okay,
No.
Well, we got Power Eye here. Going back to pass. Got some pressure, scrambling again. Oh, finding the open man.
Looks like he may have the first down. It's close.
3.5 inches he's got, I think. Eagle Eye Dave here. No, I think he has that first down.
I believe he does.
Again,
yeah, first down.
Sensing those sticks.
A good heads-up action. I mean, he couldn't have been knocked too funny on that play because, he's clear. His head's clear now, that's for sure.
He looked bad, but no problem now.
So, again, Stamets, though, receiving some pressure. They're going to have to, work on that. They're getting a lot of pressure when they do want to throw. But he's able to,
He has shown all year he's been cool under fire. He really has. I think he throws better when he's scrambling and being chased.
Well, he is quick. I mean, he is a sprinter on the track team, so he does have some speed. Here's the pitch back to Ritchie. And Ritchie gets it to the outside,
here.
Cuts it back.
Oh,
there's a flag on the play. I believe it's coming back. We're going to have a hold or a clip downfield or something.
Ouch. Yeah, we're coming back.
Flag right in the middle there where the linemen are, and they're pointing a finger at one of the offensive linemen, a Shamokin. So clip, I believe, by the Indians.
I didn't quite see the call, but we're going to be marching
that one
at least
hurt.
10 to 15 yards.
That is a big one.
Yeah, Shamokin's back.
Couldn't come at a more inopportune time.
I hope that wasn't in the middle of the line. You hate to see that when it's going outside.
Well, the flag was in the center of the field, and the play was out, out to the left there. You do hate to see.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Unnecessary blocks thrown in there, but hey, in the heat of battle. So the Indians looking good here, though, but they're looking now at a first and 21.
Yeah, they're like about a 23-yard line.
And they're going to get called again here now. So a lot of movement on that Indian side of the football.
A little bit of self-destruction here on the part of the Indians. Looking real good. That's too bad.
So that's going to cost them 5.
What do we have?
Illegal procedure against the Indians.
I missed that too. Such vision. I'm missing a good game here. Decline it. Well, I would too at this point in time. Oh, they didn't decline that. They were.
Well, there must have been a second penalty flag too. There must have been a second.
Yeah, they were declining something.
Well, if they're declining it, the spot of the ball is wrong.
Yeah, so
is it not?
Second and
Did he moved it to 27?
No, but your grammar is correct. The pitch out again. Oh, Jamie there. Lots of red shirts. Defended well again. Only carrying me about 2 yards on that play.
Dave, I think they're going too much to that pitch here now. The Millionaires are looking for that. It's easy to say that from up here, of course.
Yes, hindsight is perfect.
Yes,
so.
but
2020.
We're going to have to. They've made some adjustments. We're going to have to make some adjustments.
Yes,
it would seem.
Time.
And we're glad to see the Shamokin Indian over there doing his thing.
Oh, there he is. Okay, the
maybe we
mascot.
get a zoom in on him if we could. He's out there screaming his lungs.
Stealing that brave chop.
But Indians, well, there's the first quarter. So after 1 quarter of play, Indians lead 7-zip. And, with just mentioned here in the box, ball control, I'll tell you what, the Indians certainly have done that.
That's a good
They
point.
dominated that first quarter. I mean, time of possession is...
I think we got about 30 to 30 seconds here or something.
They ran
really
maybe five offensive plays total the first quarter, the Millionaires, because they had the extra play because of the penalty. So they probably got
That's
5
true.
plays.
5 offensive plays.
Five offensive plays in the first quarter for the Millionaires.
If you can keep it down to that, I think we're okay.
If we can keep them at 5 a quarter, I think we got them.
It's a tough goal, though.
What do you think, Coach? And actually, I'm referring to Coach Joey Bordell, state champion of 19 What was it, Coach? 1928.
I remember
probably
it,
what?
though.
Maybe you remember seeing it. I don't know. Yeah, we were born then, Dave. He's not that much older than us.
No.
But 68.
Oh,
okay,
all
there
right.
we go.
That sounds about
Outstanding wrestler in his own right. I'll tell you what. I used to go see Joe, and always enjoyed watching him do his thing out there, his grappling.
right. Joe was the best, my hero.
He's gonna get his in at halftime here. So.
Stat man.
That's right. We appreciate Joe coming along, though, with us this evening and, doing the stats for us because, he's done that for us all season except for cases where he's been kept out of the box.
But, throw him out.
But tonight he's with us and doing a job.
I did see him pin the security guard once, so get him to get his way in here. So.
Indians with the power eye. They shift. And we've seen this before. Quick pitch back to Ritchie, and they go back.
We're going to throw. We're going to throw.
Short.
Underthrown. Well, break for the Indians there.
But they brought Romanowski in.
Intercept and lost it.
They brought Mike Romanowski in, number 10 there, who is the JV quarterback, and they pitched to Ritchie, who then handed it to Mike, and Mike tried to go deep with it, but just a little underthrown, and as the Millionaires defense it nicely. So we're looking at a 4th and 25 here.
Yeah, big defensive play by Jeremy Dietrich for the Millionaires, just dropping the ball, but
well.
Still, he was there.
He was there, and the Indians will be going for the goal line here. Nothing to lose. 4th and 25. Why? Give him some time.
Again, throwing no mystery to Chad. Ooh, nice effort by Chad, but
yeah, he made a nice adjustment to the ball there.
Yes, he did.
I mean, his speed is what put him in the ballpark there. That he almost, he was at least close. The way the ball was thrown, it was a little deep and, off to the other side, his opposite side. But he made a nice adjustment and tried to get to the football.
Made it look almost possible.
So the Millionaires take over. 1st and 10 on their own. Let's call it the 26.5.
Working on their 6th offensive play of the game.
6th offensive play of the game. In the second quarter we are here. So Indian D did a job in the first half. The give is up inside to number 24, Mike Colasino.
He actually wasn't tackled on that play. He kind of hit a wall and fell.
Yeah, he kind of bounced off.
So you have to give the whole defense credit for that one, I think.
So Millionaires definitely not trying anything fancy. They tried to keep it on the ground in their first possession, and we expect them to do so.
No,
and the Indians playing run all the way.
They're a running team, we heard, so this is what we're going to see. And again, the Indians...
out of that I formation.
No one more than 5 yards deep.
Now they want to throw, and they find a receiver open down there. And Benedict with the touchdown-saving tackle as he hangs onto the jersey.
For dear life.
Of number...
Big play.
I can't make out a number there, Dave. Is that number 29?
29, yeah, that's for the Millionaires. Felon Klein.
For the Millionaires. Comes up with a big reception from Montgomery. That's Coach Montgomery's son, the quarterback for the Millionaires.
But again, a big tackle there by Benedict, saving a touchdown.
Well, they have the big play.
Yeah, wiggle the man free there. I'm a little worried about the Indians there with that 5 yard. Now they're backing up a little bit. That 5 yards deep, Williamsport jumped all over that. Time to throw. And right away we saw play action, and that's what we got here. Wiggle the man free out in the sideline.
2nd and 7, Millionaires on the move with the big play.
Was that about a 30-yard pass?
Yeah, probably close to it, Dave. You go with the eye again. They just keep going with the eye in that slot. And that pitch is back to their running back there. And
nice
a big hit.
Filled by Chad Ritchie.
Chad Ritchie, good hit.
Coming up hard and fast.
Big hit on number 25, Jamie Allen, by Chad Ritchie. A nice open field tackle. I mean, he just leveled the
good hard
ball carrier on that one. I mean, lowered the hammer, as it were.
Hit him so hard, didn't even get a chance to wrap him up.
No, he didn't. The shock of it was enough to knock him down.
Gone. There's nothing to wrap up. He put him down.
3rd down play. They want to throw. And they have him out there. They had a receiver out there. It looked like
a little confusion on the part of the Millionaires there. It looked like 44 thought he was throwing to someone else or something.
Yeah, I don't know for sure
looks like
which one he was throwing that to,
like
actually.
he almost could have reached out from this angle and put a hand on that ball.
So a big 4th down play for the Millionaires. Coach Montgomery gives the play to his son, sends him in.
Let's see if we have it looks like they're going for it. And we're not even going into punt formation this time.
No, this time they're going for it. So 4th and 7.
Oh. Kind of a cross-buck type play. And who was that?
That was Jamie Wisloski on a tackle, and number 44 for the Millionaires gets up a little slow.
He sniffed that out, and
that's Jeremy Dietrich. He took a good hit by Wisloski.
Yeah, good open field tackle, and he just stayed home.
And I like to see it. The Indians are tackling low on these backs. I mean, they're hitting low and wrapping them up, and good contact. So,
yeah, if anything, I think the biggest mistake for the Indians back in that Pottsville loss was a lot of missed tackles, not wrapping people up, trying to hit them high, and not putting them down.
Not like the case this week so far, Dave.
Looks like we did some film work. Said, hey guys, none of this.
Split back, give up inside to Kurtz, and going nowhere on that one.
Really nothing there.
So evidently, I think the Millionaires have made some adjustments up there on their interior line. Yeah. We got number 60 on the tackle.
Well defended by number 60, Joe Muir.
Joe Muir. Carl Baskin in with the play. I believe he'll come in at the tight end position. And as we mentioned, coming into the ball game tonight,
yeah,
Dave,
we saw Carl Baskin Sr. tonight.
We know where Carl got his athletic ability. It's definitely from the mother's side of the family. And they want to throw.
Bernie will appreciate that. Well, big rush and sacked. Number 45 blowing through there for the Millionaires, Neil Fisher.
So Neil Fisher with the big sack. As Stamets didn't really have much time to even think about that one. He had somebody really on him before he even,
set up
got back and set.
Where did he come from? Is he a linebacker?
Yes, he is. They brought the linebacker. They had a stun on. And looking at third and 17.
So big second down play for the Millionaire defense.
Wisloski
going outside.
Trying to get outside, but he can't.
Nice tackle, number 90 there. Again, necked.
Well, they tried to clear him out a little bit by taking Ritchie in a pattern, but to no avail as they defensed that nicely.
So we got Shamokin's first punt of the ball game.
Back to do the punting is Klebon. Weichel evidently must be
I was going to say
injured.
He's not the normal punter, is he?
No.
Whoa.
So the Millionaires come up with a big play.
Yeah, I'm left a little speechless on that one. Big rush by the Millionaires. Just blocked the punt. Picked up the ball and ran it in. Touchdown for the Millionaires.
Wasn't even close, Dave. They were all over him. I mean, you could see it was going to be blocked from the onset.
Yeah, I don't think you could really call that a block. It was more like he took it off him before he even got to kick the ball.
He just, again, not the normal punter. I don't know, maybe a little slow getting the ball off.
Yeah, it's hard to say if the timing was off
The timing, I believe, was part of that, but the big rush by the Millionaires.
Yes, it was.
And he splits the uprights.
Tie game here. Looks like Williamsport.
So Williamsport storms back with a big play with 7:20 remaining in the first half. The Millionaires come back to tie it up, knotted at 7 on the block punt. Indians, kind of in shock here, I believe, as they prepared to punt the football, but the big rush by the Millionaires to come up with the block and special teams could put the Millionaires on the board.
Well, that was a stunner. That was a big play. Looks like some reason why the Millionaires are where they are today with like a 5-2 record or 6-2 record. They do have a good football team. Look like we're getting handled a little bit here in the first quarter and early second, but we got ourselves a ball game. It's 7-7. Doesn't matter what happened. Only matters what's on that board right now. 7-7.
Well, back deep for the Indians, we now have Benedict, Kurtz, and Ritchie. And the Millionaires will kick it off. And they kick it deep. He's got a good foot.
On the goal
Richie
line.
on the goal line. But once you break that plane, it's dead in high school football.
That's it. We're coming out to the 20.
The days of bringing it out of the end zone are gone in high school football. But, you know, the Indians...
we got a 1st and 10
first and 10 on their own
20-yard line, so let's see what the Indians can come up with the response to that last play. Hope that doesn't shake the Indians too much.
Well, I'm curious to see why Jamie Wisłowski wasn't back on the kickoff return. I'm looking to see if he's in here offensively now or if he is injured or something, because he wasn't in on the kickoff return, which he normally is.
Harry Reid and
you got Harry Reid and Kurtz in the backfield. They go with the eye. Kurtz getting upfield
there. Good lead block by Harry Reid. Chad Ritchie's doing some good lead blocking out there too.
Yeah, the offensive line again doing a good job on that one as we're looking at a 2nd and let's call it a long 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, 8 yards on 1st down. You can't ask for much more than that. Got to call that a very successful play.
Well, again, he was, you know, he had some initial contact back maybe 5 yards or so from where he ended up. Well, so running hard.
Yeah, we got Jamie Wisłowski back in the game.
Give up inside to Kurtz, a big
nice hole.
He almost loses the football, but he does manage to keep a hold of it.
Yeah, Williamsport tackling the ball on that play, but we got a 1st down here, gained about 10 yards on that play, and again that offensive line, this big hole in the middle. Eric Knoll and the guards, Bridie and Waugh, tackles Heitzman and who's our other tackle?
Waugh and Heitzman at tackles.
The guard then. Who's the other
it's
guard?
Wallish and Bridie at the guards. But
that was a gaper.
You know, we were fortunate there. We kind of dodged a bullet, and that ball was back on his shoulder blade there for a moment, but he was able to pull it back in and retain it. And Wisłowski makes a little bit of a cut up inside and then gets upfield a little bit, maybe about 2, but defense very well. And again, that quick pitch, they've made some type of adjustments, and they're defensing it much better than they did in the first drive.
Yeah, I think Williamsport's caught on to the sets and what Shamokin's going to do on that play. And they got the look, and now they're ready. They've shut that down basically since early in the first quarter when it was really working well. It worked about 2 or 3 times, and now they've really shut that down.
The Indians go to the power I now with Ritchie to the left. Kurtz at the up back. Pitch back to Kurtz. A lot of pressure.
Ooh, big defensive play there. Can't catch it. Looks like can't catch that number.
I believe it's Joe Muir. Number 60, I believe.
60. Interior lineman breaking through there.
Yeah, somebody, just didn't get their man, and he's in the backfield and, disturbing things there. And Wisłowski, or Kurtz rather, as soon as he got his hands on the ball, was hit for a loss there.
Maybe they caught him on a slant or something.
Actually, a loss probably of about 4.
That was a good tackle deep in the backfield, open field there.
Bring Golden out wide to the right, Ritchie wide to the left. Split backs. Send Kurtz in motion to the right. Wants to throw.
No time at all. Well, they didn't throw a flag.
They're calling him down.
They're calling him down. That's why they call him down before he threw it. Because he was just basically being pushed back and back and back at that point in time. A big rush there by the Millionaires. Number 70 getting to him first, Joe Lutz. Just all over him. Back there really before Brian could even set up.
The Indians call a timeout here, and Stamets showing some good strength there, fending off a lot of defenders, but to no avail. Is we're looking at a 4th and 21 now. Last series we were looking at a 3rd and 4th of 21, 27, something like that. So the Millionaires coming on strong here in the second quarter, unlike the first quarter where the Indians pretty much dominated. The Millionaires looking much more impressive in the second quarter, Dave.
Yeah, you really got to give the Millionaires a lot of credit. Their defense playing a lot of football tonight in this first 2 quarters, but obviously getting the job done. It's only 7-7. They're in a ball game. A lot of bending, but not much breaking here by the Millionaires.
Well, now here we go with the punt again, Dave, and this is the thing that the Millionaires scored on, earlier here, and again, we're back deep in our own territory. He's going to be punting the ball from around the, let's inside the 10-yard line. So a good snap is crucial, and a little bit more speed in getting that ball off.
Yeah, I was the Shamokin players. I'd be a little nervous right now. I'm sure they're thinking about that last kick.
Well, they're going to have to hold them up on the line before they release downfield, that's for sure.
And if I was Williamsport, I'd be trying to block it again. And they're in again. And the timing does look a little bit off.
So he's got plenty of room to run with the football.
Good return. I think we got about a net 5 yards on that only after the return.
So the Millionaires threatening again late in the second quarter here.
What was that, number 88? 29?
29 on the carry. Felon Klein again.
Yeah, he's making some big plays for the Millionaires here. That pass play earlier and now that run back.
Indian D with their back against the wall here.
Yeah, down at about the 24-yard line. Right away, and off tackle handoff here. Indians defensed well. Maybe a yard or two. Got Wallish. Let's see who else there. Looks like Chad Ritchie making a lot of tackles tonight.
Yes, they are. And I really don't foresee them running on us consistently, Dave. I mean, they haven't yet,
well,
but
so
they've
far,
burned us in the air, you know.
Yeah, nothing there.
But we're playing run so much. I mean, that's why the pass is able to work.
Yeah, Shamokin backing up a little bit, but still not anyone really too deep. Well defense there. Again, number 75 for the Indians, Tim Heitzman, and Jeff Steele, number 2, playing in the Williamsport backfield.
Yeah, Tim Heitzman, good penetration there as he broke that thing up, and then Jeff Steele coming too, coming hard.
Yeah, I don't think really a Shamokin player got a hand on the ball carrier at the time. They just stuffed it so bad that he didn't know where to go and tripped over one of his own men.
Right.
So that's a big play by those two.
Third down.
Don't always have to make the tackle. He really broke that play up.
Third down, and we expect them to put it in the air here, but
they get about a 3rd and 8. Well, they got 2 down. This is 2 down territory too, but you're right, they're throwing. Plenty of time. There we got number 29 again, Felon Klein. Open in the end zone. Quarterback Tim Montgomery. Is he a Tim Jr.?
He threw a pill there, Dave.
Yeah.
He put that right in there.
That's right. Yeah, because the Shamokin defenders, they were right there. The two men on him, not in bad shape, but he put it right where he threaded the needle.
Yes, he did. A great pass by Montgomery there as he hits number 29, Felon Klein, in the end zone to make it 13-7.
Pocket broke down. He stepped up, drilled it in there, and 7 points for the Millionaires.
The kick is up and good.
So the Millionaires with about 20 yards total offense for tonight, but 14 points on the board. Leading here 14-7 with 2:43 left in the second quarter.
And the Millionaires, like you said, Dave, you know, they haven't had the ball much, but when they have had it, they evidently have done something with it.
Well, I'm willing to bet they probably have about 50, 60 yards total offense for tonight.
That's about all, I believe, because, I mean, probably on 2 hands you could count the total number of offensive plays they've had. Close to it.
Yes, I would have to use both hands.
So we're looking at, 14-7 ball game with a ball game that started off all Indians that first quarter.
Well, just so the Indians don't get shaken here.
No, they can move the football on the Millionaires. I mean, they should know that. But
now they're experienced with this type of game too. It's kind of a nightmare reoccurrence of the Pottsville game here. Just Indians come out and dominating, end up being down. But they don't lose control. So let's see what kind of team they are, what kind of character they got here.
Now we got Wisłowski along with Kurtz back deep and Ritchie.
This young man can kick.
And this time he's going to put it in the end zone again.
He did it again. Pretty hard to run it back like that. Matt Maples, their kicker, number 1, putting it in the end zone once again.
And by the talk in the press box, obviously they're pleased with that because they know they've got some burners back there for the Indians, and they don't want to give them the opportunity for the big return.
Yeah, that's better than the squib kick.
Definitely.
If you can put it in the end zone like that.
If you can put it in the end zone, why, it's a sure thing every time. I mean, Indians, again, looking at a 14-7 deficit here.
And it's 1st and 10 from the 20 and 2 minutes 43 seconds left. Time to do something here.
They go in the eye.
No time to panic.
Give us to Kurtz.
I would imagine.
Finds an opening.
Ooh, nice hole off there. Again, the Indian line opening up and some good big run there by Scotty Kurtz. Another 8-yard and first down. Indians being very successful on first down here.
Clock running with 2:25 remaining in the first half. Noel leaves them out.
I think we have all three of our timeouts too, if I'm not mistaken.
I think we might have used one, Dave. This time a little bit hard making a connection.
Lost the ball. Williamsport acting like they got it. No call yet, though.
Well, the Indians have the football.
Yeah,
Scotty Kurtz covering it up.
A couple red shirts jumping around like they had it there at first.
Third and 1.
It looked like Brian Stain was really reaching, in fact, diving to get that handoff in there.
They didn't have the timing there.
So I don't know if he ever had his hands on, really had the handle on that ball at all.
No, from the get-go, that one was kind of a mix-up there.
From the get-go.
From the get-go. Now they go with the Rhino backfield there, going for that first down, and Stamets keeps it, and he gets it easily. So the Indians convert on third down with 1:36 remaining.
The Rhino set.
The Rhino set.
From the get-go and the Rhino set.
Get-go and the Rhino set. The Indians
like
pick
that.
up the first down on third and short. Looking at a 1st and 10 on their own 33-yard line.
That clock's taking her down to minute 28.
So the Indians, if they're going to have
a lot of yards to go,
score, are going to have to do it quick. They give it to Kurtz, looking for that to break that big run.
I think we have another fumble too.
Looks like he dropped the football.
This time we did lose it. That ball came out. Looks like the Millionaires are tackling the ball tonight too. I think it looks like they have. This is happening a lot. It seems to be a plan.
Yeah, they really are stripping the football,
and it's working. So now we got Williamsport with the 1st and 10. Minute 15 left. Shamokin 35-yard line. Looks like they called for a timeout.
So Coach Montgomery goes out to talk to his Millionaires, and Coach Sakavage comes out and talks to the D. Indians can't let them get one in here, Dave. You don't want to go in at halftime, 21-7.
No, and we're at this point in the game, and you're in 4-down territory. Well, they got to hold them.
So the D has to suck it up here, and in the past we've seen them bend and not break, and I'm sure they'll be able to rise to the occasion here. So we're pulling for you guys.
Coach Montgomery, he looks like he lost a step. I don't know.
He might have lost a step and gained a few.
Not the Rocky used to be. I remember he was Tim the Rock Montgomery.
Yep.
Solid man. Great coach, too.
Yeah, good guy. Still have a lot of respect for Coach Montgomery.
Oh, yes, a lot of admiration.
Always
still doing a fine job here.
Yes, he is. We have pressure from the backside, and Montgomery takes a good hit.
Hit hard, but just, again, Felon Klein making the big play. I mean, he had Chad Ritchie like a bad suit all over him. He went up and got the ball. And Tim Montgomery showing an awful lot of poise there. He knew he was going to hit someone, popped him as he threw the ball.
He took a good hit, but he was able to release it, and,
Williamsport calling the timeout again.
Felon Klein coming up with a big reception.
Having a big night again.
Like you said, Ritchie all over him. I mean, you can't cover him any tighter than that. And
no.
He's up for the football, very aggressive, and catching the football at its highest point, and making the big play.
Well, Chad plays that off the receiver very well. He reads the receiver, and sometimes that doesn't work when you have a play like that where the guy has to come back for the ball, especially if that receiver's pretty shifty, he knows how to do that. Mm-hmm. And basically that's what he did.
Well, you're looking at
two good athletes.
Felon Klein here at 6'1", 170.
It looks like we have two good athletes there going for the ball.
We got Chad Ritchie at
and sometimes receiver
at
does have
5'10",
that.
So they're pretty close in height and jumping ability evidently. They option it.
That was a nice play, but well defended. Jeff Steele, big play. Making a big tackle there. Looks like they had that corner.
It looks like they did, but
Jeff Steele showing a lot of speed getting out there. Good scrape from the linebacker position. That's the way it's got to be.
Indians need to get set here because they
not losing any time. I got a whistle for some reason.
Thank you, Shamokin.
Shamokin called a timeout.
Well, to the Millionaires' favor there, Dave. They were hustled and they're fighting the clock, and the Indians have to take a timeout. Evidently, not set and not in the goal line D that they wanted to be.
Ready to go for that. Yeah, maybe Williamsport coach is up here thanking Shamokin for taking a timeout right now, but maybe not such a bad idea if you're not.
Well,
if
you don't want to give it to them.
No, you don't want any gifts down here. I'd rather know what I'm doing. So I think it was a good decision by the Indians.
You're going to see the Millionaires try to run it in here, I believe, Dave. They're going to try to work the corners. That's what might be my
Well, they got 44 seconds, one timeout.
And they have the option of getting out of bounds if they don't get it in the end zone. I mean, close to the goal line. So they'll probably work the corners with their speed.
It seems like the logic, with one timeout.
I'd expect them to go to the short side of the field, too.
Yeah, make sure he gets out of bounds. And right you are again. Oh, big hit by Chad, but just unable to put him down. Spun off and into the end zone. Good run on that play.
So good effort by number 25, Jamie Allen.
Because he was hit.
He was hit
up hard.
and hit tattooed pretty good, but he's able to spin off and get into the end zone. So with 39 seconds remaining in the first half, Millionaires go up 20-7.
And Chad with the big hit, but unfortunately unable to wrap him up, and he was able to spin off and into the end zone. So things looking pretty bad here for the Indians right now.
And the point after is good.
21-7 right now on a game that basically the Indians have dominated everything but the score.
Well, the Indians are, they have to realize that they are still in this ball game. I mean, you're only talking 2 touchdowns here. You got a whole half a play to go. The Indians just have to, keep their cool here and
you got to give the Millionaires
try to make things happen. Yes, you do. They've executed well when they had the chance.
Making the big plays, and I mean, Shamokin's going to make mistakes. They didn't waste any time in taking advantage of it.
Not at all.
That's critical in any football game too.
Well, we talked on the way up here, Dave. We knew we'd have a good one, and it's been every bit of that so far. I mean, both clubs,
I'm saying Shamokin's coming back, roll back,
having their moments. But it just so happens the Millionaires are up on top right now, and the foot of Mapes has made a big difference here in this first half as he's put the ball in the end zone.
Really limiting the Indians here with trying to run it back because they got some great athletes back there.
The Indians right back on the goal line. This time it looks going to carry in again.
No, he got it. We actually lost out on that one.
Well, the Indians just trying to make something happen, trying to break the big play. Whether you're 1st and 10 on the 15 or 20, why it doesn't really make that big a difference at this point with 34 seconds remaining in the first half. So a nice athletic move by Richie to keep his feet in the playing field and catch the football.
And try to make a run back out of this. And got to give a lot of credit to that Millionaire specialty teams, just doing an excellent job tonight, probably making a big difference here. Just an inside give with nothing there. Again, number 70, the Millionaires, Joe Lutz, making a big play.
And the Indians content to go in the locker room down by 14.
Well, I'm sure they're not content.
Well, content to not to try to go upstairs or anything like that. They just run the clock out. So after 2 quarters of play, the Millionaires storm back from a 7-zip deficit to take the lead, 21-7. And the Indians need to go back to the locker room, regroup a little bit, and come back out for hopefully a better second half. And hopefully come out on top of this in spite of the deficit at this point in time.
Yeah, that was a quick turnaround. I think, what was it, 7-0 at the end of the first quarter? And
7-0 all Shamokin at the end of the first quarter. We said the first quarter the Millionaires had 5 offensive plays total. And, of those 5 plays did nothing, but they sure came on strong here in the second quarter with the big play. Started with the big play, the block punt that they picked up and took in for a score.
Yeah, really took over the momentum at that point in time.
And then a fumble and, some other breaks that they received, but they were able to capitalize on them. So the Millionaires. Go ahead. We're back, Indian fans, with second half action. as the Indians are down by 14 points, 21-7, with the Millionaires just exploding in that second quarter with special teams and broken plays, fumbles, and that type of thing. But nonetheless, they're up by 14 and about to kick it off for the second half. Back deep for the Indians, the same trio, Wisłowski, Ritchie, and Kurtz. And again, they put it in the end zone.
Big kick into the end zone once again. Chad having no chance at all trying to catch that without it going in.
The foot of Matt Mapes, a 5'7", 157-pound junior.
Keep wanting to say Maples.
Consistently kicks it into the end zone. So the Indians set up shop, 1st and 10 on the opening of this second half on their own 20. And the Indians need to get something going here, Dave.
Yeah, 1st and 10. I mean, we're down 14 points. Things have got to happen on this series.
And they come back with a big play.
Hole. And Kurtz right away trying to make a spin move there, but got him by the jersey out to the 40-yard line almost. So we get about a 19-yard run right off the bat.
So the Indians come out and do the same thing they did on the opening drive of the first half. They stay to the ground and they open some gaping hole there.
If I was the Indians, I think I want to get back in the huddle, call the play, on the ball,
and just keep pounding them. Just get after them. Though with the split backs again, Ritchie out wide to the left along with Golden. Quick pitch to
they got this
to Wisłowski.
Looks like they almost got that play back in rolling procedure here, though. Just 33 making a big play for Williamsport.
Otherwise, he would have had some running room, I believe.
Yeah, it would seem to be there.
So Chad Kurtz, the defensive captain for the Millionaires, comes up with the tackle, but not till after a 4-yard gain for the Indians. So we'll take that. We'll take 4 yards of play.
Yeah, number 33 for Williamsport making a quick linebacker scrape over there and making the play.
It's time to give us up inside.
Up inside middle. Kurtz breaking some tackles. Nice little hole there, but again,
good effort by Kurtz.
Yeah, Scott. That was mostly Scott there.
Good individual effort.
Broke a lot of tackles at the line of scrimmage and picked up about 10 yards.
So big first down play for the Indians as they come out and storm again on the ground. They're going to have
over yet.
Keep this drive alive here. Keep pounding at them.
Well, let's see what, the one thing I remember too is that Williamsport defense, though, doing a great job, spent a lot of time on that field first half. They might show some fatigue.
Well, they try to go with the quick pitch, and that time there was three guys.
Not on that play.
3 guys on the pitch, man.
Yeah, again, number 33, that showing some Chad Kurtz, linebacker, 5'9", 170-pound senior, just making a big scrape over there, showing a lot of speed.
Good lateral pursuit there.
I mean, he was on that sidelines and beat Kurtz to the sidelines on that play.
Stamets over to get the play from the sidelines, and back into the huddle he comes, and Indians go with the lone back set. First we've seen it tonight. No, they go with the eye.
Eye back.
This time they want to get to Ritchie. They got a block out there.
Little hole there. There we go. It's all Chad now. See what speedy guy. He's got it. He's in.
Touchdown, Ritchie. On the reverse.
Chad just all speed, burning.
And he burned the Millionaires, and that's got them turning their heads a little bit. They're
some
looking
good blocking over here on the 40-yard line,
well,
too.
I'll tell you what, Joe Bridey, the far side guard, I believe, pulled and got out there in the front and made a nice play, a nice block, rather, enabled Ritchie to make the corner.
Yeah, made those people put their hands on him, couldn't get their hands on Chad, and
then from
hit
there,
that corner
it was all the afterburners.
Yes. So we're back in it.
We're right back in it, and back in it early.
Showing some character, down by 2 touchdowns and coming right back.
Indians may have to take a timeout here, and it looks like they will. So again, a costly mental error here, burning a timeout.
Yeah, we're still down. Might need those later. You never know.
Well, they're obviously looking to go for the 2 here.
Well, I'm hoping maybe that Millionaire defense is a little fatigued from that first half. That's a lot of time to be spending on the field, and it is harder to play defense.
Yes, it is. When you're offense, you're driving, you're going for that goal line, and when you're trying to keep them out of from that goal line, it's a lot more mentally and physically.
Yeah. Well, we got going for the extra point here. That's a little sad. They had to take a timeout for that.
Yeah, that's the type of thing that you'd like to see them have that thing all ready and raring to go. Kind of have a 2-point conversion play that you know you're going to run and get out there and get set up and do it.
Yeah, Shamokin's showing a little bit of confusion on a couple plays here, like that critical 4th down where Williamsport went for it. Shamokin had most of the players still on the sidelines.
But the Indians opt to go for 2, and they go with the power I with Ritchie, Kurtz, and Wisłowski as the up back. And they go to that shift. And they're looking for that halfback option, I'm sure.
A lot of pressure for Chad. But we pulled it off, though.
Jamie Golden comes up with the reception, so that's a big 2 points for the Indians.
Yeah, it was just a lot of individual effort for Chad to keep a cool head and under a lot of pressure. And who was that caught that ball, Phil?
That was Jamie Golden. Jamie Golden with a nice reception. I mean, he fought off the defender.
Yes, he did. That was an individual effort just to catch the ball because Chad was throwing that while he was going down.
Now the Indians got to get wild here and get down and get some people and,
so now
keep them in their own backyard, as it were, Dave.
Hey, you're a touchdown away from going ahead here. Touchdown, extra point away.
Yep. So big play by the Indians. Cool head by Ritchie.
And a gutsy call by the coach.
Again, showing his athletic ability by warding off a defender or a tackler and getting the ball away. And Jamie Golden making a nice play, coming up with the reception.
So Shamokin looking good early again, like he did in the first half.
Back deep, we've got for the Millionaires, we've got number 3, Mark Devon, along with number 24,
Mike Colasino.
So Clebon will tee it up.
They showed some speed before, too, in the first half.
We're looking probably for that squibber kind of kick.
Oh, that's placed
exactly
well.
What it is, and it's picked up by Kurtz.
Good hands.
Kurtz finds an opening a little bit of a seam, and they get good field position out of it.
Yeah, we're at about the 43-yard line of Williamsport, so it's starting off well. Now it's putting a well-placed kick. Hope to get some of those linemen fumbling around with the ball.
But when it's bouncing around like that, it can be difficult to handle. But
33 making a big play there.
Kurtz makes the catch, and
he's making a lot of big plays on defense.
Makes a nice return.
Good return there, yeah. He's out on offense here.
So the Indian D called on now to shut the Millionaires down. And they pitch back.
Ooh, good hit again. By Chad Ritchie, coming up hit. Now that time that was a good hit and wrapped him up.
Yes, he did. And, the officials talking to the Indians possibly about some taunting here.
Yeah, it looked like Ritchie had a few things to say to him.
And, the officials are going to keep this close in hand. They're not going to let them get away with that type of stuff too much. So
well-designed play. Nice little gain there on first down. Maybe about 4.5 yards. Yeah, close to 5. Same type of thing. There's some good blocking out front, but, again, Chad Ritchie coming up and making a tackle.
Making a
help
big
from
hit.
Joe Bridie, yes.
Joe Bridie has done an outstanding job this year at that defensive end position.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the Shamokin defensive ends. Bridie and Baskin, they really did a number, and I think Wallish comes in plays too.
Yeah, Wallish plays
the
defensive
three of
end
them
also,
in and
the
out.
three of them.
They do a fine job.
In fact, they take Bridie out and they bring Baskin in, and Wallish is over at the other defensive end.
Yeah, they always keep somebody fresh switching those around.
So big down here, Dave. 3rd and 4.
They got to stuff them now.
The option, and this time they do stuff them. Timmy Heitzman, Tom Taylor, Harry Reed in there. All the interior linemen and the one linebacker doing a great job.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 defenders in there. John Wallish also in there.
So that was a big play. Now forcing the Millionaires to punt the football, but the Indians have to be cautious of that.
Yeah, we didn't see a punt, I think, in the first half. They're all trickery here. They seem to have a lot of looks like they're going to be punting this time.
And it's kind of a wobbly kick.
Not a bad punt, though, and it stays in.
It stays in and goes down to about the 5-yard, inside the 5.
Yeah. That ball had Millionaire eyes there. Looked like it was going to roll out, and a good choice by Chad. Just stay away from it.
Can connect, as it were, puts his toe to the football and comes up with a big one as he puts it down inside the Indian 5.
A big roll for the Millionaires.
The Indians just need to hold on to that football and...
yeah, no mistakes. No mistakes second half. You're down, you can't have any mistakes.
Be an opportune time for a nice, long, sustained drive, chew up the clock, get one in, and take the lead.
Speaking of optimist.
True optimist.
95 yards for 7 minutes or more. And
Pitch back to Kurtz, who has looking
got
out
a bit of a
to the
corner.
outside. He's got a little bit of room there, but
He's got about 5 or 6.
We're going to have a late flag coming in.
And that's normally something with the defenders when it comes in like that. I didn't see any offensive blockers over there.
I don't see any blockers over there, so I wouldn't think a hold or a clip or...
The referees, you know,
face mask, 15 big ones, and that gets the Indians out of the hole.
He threw it at a red shirt. You can always tell by who he throws it at. He tries to hit the guy.
They can be pretty nasty with those flags and bounce them off your helmet or, you know, in your face sometimes.
So a face mask, and let's see, that was a, what they give him?
Well, they must have gave him, it looks like they only gave him.
Was that a 15-yarder? 10 or 15 for that face mask.
So almost by the spot of the ball, it looks like 10, which should be 15, I believe. Long count, and the Indians should have been called for movement there, I believe.
And well defended by the Millionaires there, number 4, Jim Arp.
The Indians try to get outside, but too much pursuit that time, and Wisłowski was unable to get out and get around the corner as he was overwhelmed by a Williamsport defender.
Yeah, Williamsport doesn't look as maybe as hefty as they've been in the past. A lot of lighter, quicker people.
Well, quick linebackers, it looks like, and defensive backs.
Yeah, really getting to the ball quickly.
They go with the power eye to the short side of the field. And they go back to the opposite side with Ritchie, who tries to get the corner. He's got some people out in front of him, but he doesn't pick up much. He may have picked up, maybe 2.
Again, Williamsport's showing some speed out there.
Big third down play for the Indians, 3rd and 6.
Number 33, Chad Kurtz, getting out there again for Williamsport.
He's doing a good job.
Yes, he is.
As a linebacker there this evening.
That's tough to make that scrape with that kind of speed. It really is.
Defense is content to let the offense run laterally. That's for sure. They like to stretch that type of thing out and come up with the pursuit from the inside. But they put Kurtz as the up back this time.
We got a critical 3rd down here. 3rd and 7.
They tried the option.
And just all Brian there.
Brian Stamets with a great run for the 1st down.
Yeah, absolutely nothing there. Brian taking 7 yards and 11 guys with him.
Yes, he did. A great offensive play by Stamets, showing that great upper body strength as he fends off the tacklers and gets the ball upfield.
He did show a lot of strength on that play. It's important for the quarterback to have a little bit of everything. Brian's a good athlete.
He's a good all-around athlete. Like we said earlier, he does have speed, and he is a strong kid. So doing a good job this evening, Brian.
A big 1st down.
They come back and they give Kurtz some running room.
Looks like well, again.
He tries to make that spin move, but to no avail this time as he's caught right at the line of scrimmage. It looked like he had an opening.
Yeah, big hole open up quickly, and just as quickly the Millionaires showing their speed and just pursuit and just closed it up.
That momentary hesitation on his part was just enough to enable the pursuit to
to
hone
bring everybody
in on
back
him.
in there. Yeah. So we got a 2nd and about 9. So not much on that play.
And they take Kurtz out and bring Wisłowski in. They got Reed at the fullback and Ritchie at the other back. Power eye right. Give up inside to Wisłowski.
Just a power in the inside of Wisłowski. Not much room there. Again, number 33, Kurtz making a big play for the Williamsport Millionaires.
And the Indians looking at another 3rd and long situation.
Number 33 having a big game for them, I'll tell you.
Yes, he is. He's playing a great game.
A 170-pound linebacker there. Yes, he is.
They bring Golden in along with Kurtz, and they take Reed out. Indians probably looking to go upstairs on this one.
Yeah, really not much choice here. Got to make something happen. Let's see what Williamsport
go out of the eye. They bring Ritchie in motion to the right. And there's a flag.
He has time this time, but we got an interception, looks like, by Williamsport, number 4, Jim Arp. So we'll have to see which way this flag goes.
And we have a discussion between the officials here at the 35. And it looks like it's against the Indians. Motion against the Indians, declined. And
so we got Williamsport ball here.
Williamsport takes over with the interception by by Jim Arp. Jim Arp with a nice interception,
that was
kind of a one-handed grab.
Yeah, up in the air, and just another individual effort there.
So the Indian D called on to stiffen here.
Lots of good athletes on this field.
Yes, there are. Both sides
plays,
of the football.
Yes. It's good to see. Fun to watch. A lot of big plays, a lot of hustle and ability out there. Ooh, some good hitting going on out there, too.
Yeah, there's some sticking going on.
Again, Chad Ritchie, that experienced D-back, coming up and just putting a pound in. Carl Baskin on the tackle. Looks like Jeff Steele's got some equipment in there himself and smacked them. So Indians are hitting them. No yardage on that one, basically maybe a half yard.
Second down, 2nd and 10. Clock running, under 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the third
plenty
quarter.
Of time left. Indians stuff them again. That'd be great.
Montgomery under center. Wants to throw. He looks out, and he's got a man wide open.
Pulled down there. Looks like
pulled down by Benedict. Benedict got him by the jersey. But they throw it out to number 29. That's Felon, I believe. Felon Klein. And,
about 5-6 yards on the play.
I'm impressed with Klein's abilities here tonight.
Yeah, he can certainly
he's made
catch
some
the ball.
nice catches, and, he does show some good athletic ability.
So another big third down for the Indian defense. Got to get that ball back.
Slot right.
I think they're throwing.
And there's a little bit of early movement there, it would appear.
Whoa.
That's going to go against the Millionaires.
I think they'll be declining it.
4th and about 4th and 5. So the Millionaires will have to punt it away. But at this point in time, you're going to have to honor that fake that they pulled earlier. 2 consecutive plays in a row earlier in the game. So
it'd be hard to, I don't know, that'd be taking a chance here.
Well, it would be. I mean, you'd be better off to put us in the hole here, as it were. Punt it away,
and
put us down deep.
Nothing fancy.
It'd be nice if Ritchie can get a handle on it. And
Ritchie picks it up and evades one tackler. Oh, upended and fumble. No, they're just calling him down. A big hit there. Looks like by number 24, Mike Colasino, upending Chad Ritchie.
Big play, but as we both know, the ground cannot cause a fumble.
Right, ground cannot cause a fumble.
So,
it's hard to see from this angle. All you saw was the ball bouncing out of there.
Ref right on top of it. And the Indians will take over inside their own 20 on about the 18.
Yeah, about the 18.
So not good field position again for the Indians.
And especially teams for Williamsport really making this game for them. A lot of big plays.
And we hear some pads popping out there.
Yeah,
that's pretty good when he got his headsets on to hear pads popping, Dave.
Yes,
so.
Well, that was Scott Kurtz on that play. I think he got hit by all 11 guys on that one. It just looked like not a ping pong ball, but what do you call those
we
things?
Get the gist of it,
yeah.
Dave.
This is bouncing off there.
Until none of us hung out in the pool halls.
Too busy playing football.
I formation. Fake is to Kurtz, and the throw is out there to
wide open.
He got some room, and he's got some speed.
Oh, big tackle. Touchdown saving tackle there.
Because otherwise he would have been gone. So I like that play call there.
Yes,
that was a good choice of calls there.
Wide open. They saw something there and they went to it.
They've been setting it up all evening. They've been running the tailback, and they brought Wisłowski out there, and with that speed, you get the ball in his hands. Well, he's got a chance to break him.
Felon Klein making a big play for the Millionaires again, though. That was definitely a touchdown saving tackle. About a shoestring away from a lead here for the Indians.
Game.
Yeah.
This time they give to Kurtz, and he finds a little bit of a crack. He's breaking through.
Hard to tackle. Good run. Big play by Scotty Kurtz, about a 20-yard run there.
And Scott breaks it up, but he gets up limping a little bit. He's got that bad ankle, so I hope he's all right there.
Well, another Millionaire forced to make a touchdown-saving tackle. That was Ken Neck there on that one.
The Indians just inside the red zone, Dave, with 1:13 and running in the third
plays
quarter.
There, right back to back. Indians showing a lot of character here, coming back under a lot of adversity there. 21-7 deficit.
Hallmark of a good team, Dave, able to come back.
Yeah, we got a good game here again. Indians didn't lay down and die.
Nothing fancy there. Give us to Kurtz, and this time he's tied up, I believe, by number 60 or maybe number 8.
Number 8 there made that play. Sean McCollis.
So 2nd and 10. Ball inside the 20. Let's call it about the 18. Maybe the 19, but Indians knocking on the door.
2nd down, about 9.
Approaching 20 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Got I-backs again.
And they
Quarterback
sneak it.
sneak. Somehow number 45 for Williamsport has come up with the ball, but none of the officials acknowledging that, so
they're
still
acknowledging that he's down.
That was Neil Fisher.
Big 3rd down play again, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. So we'll move to the other end of the field and see if the Indians have a little more success getting it into that end zone. And
so we got a game here, Phil.
The Millionaire faithful not too happy about that last one. They thought for sure they had the football, but
well, it looked like all the evidence was there.
The evidence was there, but the men in the striped shirts have the ultimate say, and evidently they didn't agree that was a turnover. So.
They're judge and jury, so
we got a great ball game here, Dave.
I got a few stats here from our crack crew. They pulled together for us to give us a record of Williamsport. And there they go.
If we can keep a hold of it. A little windy up here in the box.
Okay, I'm back.
I didn't know you left, Dave.
Lost everything there. Shamokin Williamsport record, we got a 6-4. Williamsport ahead here. 1990 Williamsport game, only 2 passes thrown by Shamokin. 1990, was that the year of...
that might have been the year of Anaskavich and...
Yeah, so that was...
Stamets.
Yeah, time to run. And Tim Montgomery's record with Shamokin from 1971 to 1976. Overall record was 46-19. So that's a pretty successful coaching record there for Shamokin with Tim Montgomery, including his 1975 Eastern Conference Championship when the Indians were 11-1.
Well, back to the moment at hand. Indians in a power eye. And they give up, fake up inside to Wisłowski. Face mask could be called.
Again, Stamets showing a lot of poise there. Throwing a ball deep in the end zone, and Fallon Klein back to make the defensive play again.
So at 3rd and 7, the Indians tried to option it to the left, but they were unable to make the connection. And Stamets.
Basically, that play fell apart, and Scott Kurtz kind of hiding out in the back of the end zone there, trying to come free.
And ultimately to pass off to Golden. And Golden unable to come up with the reception is number 29 again. Fallon Klein comes up with a big play, knocks the ball away. Looking at 4th down, 4th and 7 for the first. Ball on about the 17-yard line.
That was Golden, 14 in the back there? Okay.
Here's the play. Big play here for the Indians.
4th and 7, it gotta be. The halfback pass wide open. Touchdown, Shamokin. Great catch, Chicatano, number 88.
They go to Jason Chicatano, the tight end, who comes up with the grab to tie this one up. Knotted up and play by Jason Chicatano. A lanky fella. What do we got Jason at? We got him at 6'4", 190 pounds. So he's a long string bean, but he comes up with the grab and puts the Indians, knots it up at 21. I'm sure I'll be hearing about that one from the family.
Yeah, I'll be back in a minute.
But hey, great effort by Jason. Good job.
That was a great catch. At the shoestrings, it was hard to tell from this angle if you had it, and the referee really didn't give much help either.
The all-important point after. Big snap.
He delayed his call.
And he's going to miss it.
Ouch.
He kind of shanked it a little bit, Dave. But we're knotted up at 21, and the Indians showing a lot of poise coming back here.
Well, I don't know what happened there. Brian Stamen seems rather upset, like the holder. Maybe something went wrong there. I don't know.
Well, I think he's just distraught about missing it.
Those kind of work. Didn't Carl Baskin talk to you about those on the way in here?
We talked to Chaz, the Chaz man, before the game, and
Carl admitted he brings a dictionary on Thursday nights when he sits down to watch these games here. So Phil keeps him impressed.
Yeah, I have that pocket thesaurus that I got for my birthday this year.
And there you go again.
Trying to put it to use here. Well, when you're in the company of guys like Dave Troxel and Coach Joe Bordell, you got to come up with the big vocabulary. So the Indians tie it up at 21 with 11:42 left to go in this game, and don't go anywhere because we got a barn burner.
Tie game. Lots of time left. Full fourth quarter.
There's that shank
Squib
kick again. And it's bouncing around a little bit, but there's people converging on the ball carrier. I believe it was 33 again. With ultimately got the ball there, Kurtz.
They're showing some good hands
for the Millionaires. But a lot going on in that pile there. A lot of pushing, shoving, and
we'll never know who had that one.
Football.
I think you're right though. I think it was number 33 again. Kurtz having a big night here on defense and showing some good hands on these squib kicks, because I'll tell you, he's doing a good job with those kicks. So they're hard to handle.
The Millionaires, again called on here to see what they're made of, and the Indian D called on to muster its strength.
Yeah, really, the Indians have shut the Millionaires down in the second half so far. And here you got Jad Ritchie again coming up to make a big tackle.
Well, you know what they're going to do. They're going to run those corners, and then they're going to try to set that pass up again, Dave, obviously.
Yeah, you got Chad flying up like that. I think you're going to see that play action very soon.
If he's coming up like that, you got to think that there's got to be somebody possibly open down there over the middle or something.
I'm sure the Williamsport coaches are watching that too, because Chad's making an awful lot of tackles tonight. And I don't know if your secondary shouldn't be making that many. And again, not very deep on the part of Shamokin. A man wide open, Fallon Klein hit the corner. Fallon Klein just hit that corner and showing a lot of speed. Just a quick out pass and gone. Beat the initial man, but two Shamokin defenders chasing him down.
Chad Ritchie and Brian Stamets.
Brian Stamets, okay, about the 15-yard line. I thought he was gone, Phil.
So the Millionaires come right back. I mean, if not for the speed of Ritchie and Stamets, why
that was another touchdown-saving tackle. We've said that a lot tonight. A lot of big plays here.
So the Millionaires come right back, and they try to run the ball.
Oh, good defense right there.
Jamie Golden coming up
Golden coming up hard.
And Jamie Allen not really unable to get on track here this evening offensively. I mean, he doesn't have any real big
looks like that
big
cornerback
plays. And we
there.
must definitely mention our crew, our crack crew once again. Mr. L here taking good care of us. Tim Latshaw providing us with the coffee with our money.
And no change.
But, great game this evening, guys.
So we got a second down.
This time they go with the option, and some big hitting going on in
they
there.
got some yards out of that, but some big hits again. Number 55 in there for Shamokin.
Not a whole lot,
Taylor.
though, Dave.
It was only about 2 yards. Looks like he got more than that.
3rd and 8. Well,
so well defended by the Indians.
The initial play, I believe, they actually lost some ground. And so looking at 3rd and 8 here as he picks up a couple. I'm doing an outstanding job defensively. I mean, he's been doing a crack job
he's
all
had a
year.
Big year. He really has.
That's going to be a loss somewhat for the Indians there in that defensive goal line stance.
Well, we got a 3rd down and 8 from about the 13-yard line of Shamokin.
Well, they lose a little bit of size there, but they definitely don't lose any heart as they bring in Sandry over the center. Millionaires in that all-familiar I formation. And they want to throw. He's looking from the backside.
There we go.
And there's the man they just brought in for Taylor.
Number 36 for Shamokin. Mark Sandry making a big play, big sack.
Mark Sandry making his presence known.
And D-back played that well, too. He was all over his man.
And that was...
Tim Montgomery couldn't throw that ball.
Brings up a 4th and 16 or so. And they're going to try a field goal here, Dave. He's got the toe. We know that.
That's true. That kid can kick.
And you always got to watch the fake, too. You got to honor that.
Matt Mapes. Let's see if he has the accuracy.
Well, he's got the distance.
He did it.
It's good. So with 8:16 remaining, Matt Mapes, whatever.
He could have done that for maybe another 10 yards
Yeah, you
out.
could have put another 10 on there and he'd have still had it, I believe. The old adrenaline's flowing tonight for Mapes.
Again, specialty teams for the Millionaires doing a job.
Well, this has been... Help if I bring my mic up. This has been a nip and tuck battle here. Back and forth, and now the Indians get their chance, and the Indians desperately hoping for some kind of a kick that they can return here to try to make something happen. And that one, they may get a shot.
Yep, we got it. No,
and he's back in the end zone. He's got a foot back in the end zone.
So again, it comes out to the 20. So Mapes once again doing his job.
May not have been so bad though, because there was a lot of pursuit there by the Millionaires. He's got some good hang time with that long kick too, and the Millionaires get down there and cover well. So Indians set up shop on their own 20. 8:16 remaining, and we got a good one.
Yeah, they really are fast. They're down there. I mean, the one time Shamokin got to return the ball, they ended up worse off than if they came out to the 20. They got him pinned back to the 15. So Shamokin here down 24-21, 1st and 10, I formation. Trying to pass, but linebacker blitz. Ooh, dangerous pass.
Yeah, you don't want to have him pick one off in the flats there, Dave.
No, we had a linebacker blitz in there, number 33 for the Millionaires. Again, Chad Kurtz having a big night on defense here for the Millionaires. All over Brian Stamets, forced him to throw quickly and almost made a big mistake there.
You might almost think that, I don't know if that was a screen that they were trying to set up, but you might think that with the pursuit of Williamsport that might be a way to go. 2nd and 10.
Good call, Coach. I like it.
There's the gift to Richie.
We're well defended again. They sniffed that right out in good pursuit.
So we got an injured Millionaire down on the field, number 8, I believe.
Yeah, number 8,
Sean McCallis. And McCallis looks like maybe an ankle or hopefully only maybe some cramping or something. Nothing serious, we hope.
So we got a 3rd down here now.
3rd down, 7:55 remaining in a great contest this evening between the Indians and the Millionaires, and it looks like McCallis is up and doing well. Probably maybe a kick in a shin or something, but he doesn't look any worse to wear.
It looks like he'll be ready for the next play.
He's out for one, but the Indians looking at a 3rd and long here.
About a 3rd and 8, so a critical 3rd down with being down by 3 points here at 7:49 left in the ball game.
Indians would love to pick up this 3rd down and just clear themselves a little room here.
Oh, quick punt. Need the bounce here. The Indians don't get it.
Much of a bounce.
Bounce dies. I think that's kind of Indians admitting they got a punting problem tonight. They don't want to
definitely.
they don't want to punt deep in their own territory. They don't want to take the chance.
They don't have their regular punter, and rather than chance it, they call on Jamie Wisłowski again, showing his athleticism as he quick kicks it. Don't even, Dave.
I only had 4 years of college. I can't keep up.
Now the Indians, again, honoring that run with everybody up close.
Oh, we got a
costly mistake by the Indians there.
That number 65
was drawn off,
for the
but
Indians.
It doesn't look like it.
I don't think so. Chris Waugh playing in the backfield. Unfortunately, before the ball is snapped.
Discussion going on, but it's a short discussion. And the Millionaires clapping. So
we got offsides by the Indians.
That's going to bring him across the midfield stripe down in Indian territory on about the 48.
In a 1st and 5 situation.
So at a time when the Indians trail by 3, Millionaires get one on a mental error by the Indians, and looking at a 1st and 5 from the Indian 48.
It looks like they could very well, the half-decent drive here, be kicking again. Field goal. Looks like they have that option. That's good, well defended by the Indians on that play. Only about a yard there. With that penalty, it still gives them a second about 4.
Well, the Indians definitely need to shut them down here and, get that football back. Make them punt early here. You can't let them pick up this first down.
Yeah, the old
because
clock's
precious
ticking over
time
there.
is ticking away as we're looking at 6:37 remaining in the ball game.
The Indians got to make something happen now.
Indians playing run all the way.
Nobody back farther than 5 yards. Going to pitch out, fumble. There's our shot. It looks like Williamsport recovered it, though.
It looks like it is Millionaire ball, but it puts them back to the original line of scrimmage back there. So they're looking at a 3rd and 10 now. You're going to have to, play that pass tough. You're going to have to look for that number 29, Felon Klein, out there in the, in the one-on-one situation.
Heads up play there. Jamie Allen recovering the football. I think it was Jamie Allen for the Millionaires.
Yeah, it was Jamie Allen who did drop the ball, and it was Jamie Allen who recovered his own fumble, I believe.
Okay, I missed that. 3rd and 10.
Big play for the Indians when they want to throw,
Yeah,
and a lot of pressure coming.
Oh, big pass by Montgomery. It's going to be close. I think he has it, though.
Looks like a first down. From here, I think they got it, Dave. They're going to have to bring the chains all the way across, but I do think they got it. It's the old left foot, right foot. As far as that placement, it all depends, Dave.
Well, again, Tim Montgomery making a big pass there, stepping up into the pocket and throwing hard, and man was open.
Well, you kind of knew it was coming. I mean, they've run that kind of play here and done well with it this evening. And
Williamsport mostly a run team, but Shamokin showing that, hey, we're here to stop your run. If you can pass, you prove it. And unfortunately, they are.
So looking here to see if they got it, and it looks like they may have it. I believe it. They're going to have it, and they'll have it easily. So first down, Millionaires after that big sack that put them back at a 3rd and 10 situation. Why they're able to come back and pick up the first down.
Yeah, good call by Coach Montgomery.
Indians
giving
again
some variety out there.
Just have to suck it up here. There's still time remaining, enough time to do something with that football, but you got to stop them here. You can't let them get another first down.
Yeah, Millionaire showing the Indians a lot of different plays tonight.
Look on a slant in here out there to Mapes, or rather to Felon.
Oh, just up the gut. Lots of Indians there, but about 5-6 yards on the play.
Give him his forward progress here. Looking at picked up about 5, maybe 6.
Yeah, I think Williamsport, for the most part, with 5 minutes left, is going to keep it on the ground.
I would think so. They got the lead. All they have to do is just keep picking up first downs. They don't have to get in the end zone.
Yeah, critical.
And chew up that time.
Field goal here. Field goal in high school football. Big play. There's Tom Taylor again playing in the Williamsport backfield, making a big play there, dragging the ball carrier down from behind.
Yeah, Tom making his presence known once again, and we're looking at that 3rd down situation.
So Tom forcing him into a 3rd down and 5 here.
Big play again. They're all big right now.
Shamokin really does need something to happen here.
Could use a turnover so we get the ball quicker and in better field position.
So we got I think 2 timeouts and a 2-minute warning. Well, Shamokin had that well played there. Brian Stamen all over the man. Tim Montgomery throwing up short, but I think he did that more on purpose.
So we're looking at a 4th down.
There's really nothing there. 4th down. I don't think we're going to see anything funny here. Just a punt and get him down there. And Chad Ritchie back to receive the punt.
No flag.
And that one's, I think that's going to, no, it's dying.
And it dies inside the 3.
Whoa. Again,
special teams playing a big role this evening. Millionaires almost thought they should have had an offside there against the Indians, but no flag on the play, but boy, they fared well anyway.
Yes, they did. And so the Indians got a long way to go here with 3 minutes and 51 seconds left in this ball game.
97 yards to go, Dave.
Wow.
97 yards and a 3-point deficit for the Indians. Be interesting to see how they come out of here, if they just try to gain a little running room here and keep it on the ground, or if they do try to pick up a few big chunks here
with the passing game.
They go with that Rhino offense.
It's got to be fearful throwing from the end zone now. Oh, yes! Go, Scotty! It's a foot race now. Big play.
And that's what you like to see. And Scotty gets him right out of the hole, and I believe his ankle went on him though again.
Touchdown, saving tackle by another Williamsport millionaire, number 43, chasing him down. Josh Bauer, and just getting a shoestring there. Bringing him down about the Williamsport 45-yard line. Make it to 46.
And that was a game saver there. Yeah, so the Indians break it up
getting
inside.
That Rhino offense, and everybody tight.
Everybody tight, and he still broke it. Broke the seam. Once the seam was broken, though, they were up so tight, Dave, that they gave him a lot of running room. And then
43 making a big play, chasing him down.
3:24 remaining as they wind her up.
I thought Scotty was gone there.
Indians over the midfield stripe.
But again, a big play. Now we got a ball game. 3 minutes left to go and about 46 yards. Just the kind of game we expected.
Send Reed in motion to the left. They want to throw out to Richie.
That's a throwback. That could be a double pass.
Richie just needs to tuck it under and run with it now.
Yeah.
They're trying to go to the well again with the halfback pass.
About 3 or 4 Williamsport defenders just chasing them all over the place over there.
The Indians just need to, they've got plenty of time here left. They got over 2 minutes remaining. They just need to pick up a few first downs here and work it down the field.
I don't know, Williamsport is looking a little tired there. A lot of people bending over.
Well, this one has been everything everybody expected it to be. Indians in the eye. Wisłowski is the up back. And they give back to Wisłowski. He's got an opening.
There's a big haul.
And you can't make much ground up in the air, but good effort by Wisłowski.
That was a big haul. Nice 6-7 yard gain there.
Clock still ticking. Like you said, the Indians, I believe, still have 2 timeouts to burn here. Down inside the 40.
We have a 2-minute warning in high school football? I guess we're going to find out. No, we don't.
Evidently not.
Wisłowski trying to make it on his own here. We're going to be close to that first down.
Clock's still running.
I think he's a little short.
Indians need to get that play in there.
Yeah, we're still ticking away here, down in 137. Really no time to lose.
Indians showing a little bit of confusion over there, getting the play in, and
they still haven't called a play.
Down under
on the ball now.
Down under a minute and a half. 4th down.
We got that Rhino 4th down. Well, first down and then some.
So once again, they busted up in there.
Maybe we should go Rhino to the goal line.
Go, just drive it right down their throat, Dave.
That was about a 10-yard gain on a quarterback sneak.
Down.
Not bad.
Wisłowski on the carry.
Wisłowski
in there. They gave it to Wisłowski.
I'm missing a good game.
It's that vision, Dave.
Whoa.
On about the 26.
He handed that off, eh?
Clock running. Down to a minute. Indians need to get something going there.
Yeah, that reverse, but Williamsport's staying home. Get out of bounds. That's it. So the clock stops with 50 seconds left. Shamokin on about the 25-yard line of Williamsport, maybe 26.
But what do you do, Dave? If you get it down there inside the 20, you try to kick one and tie it up.
Well, we got high school football. I don't know. That depends on how much faith you have in your kicker.
I don't know.
You know what you got. Got to make that decision.
I know he has the foot if he can hit it right, but
Claiborne's a good kicker.
Had a little difficulty on the 1 point after, so.
Well, I don't know if I'd be running too much right now.
Well, they're going to run to the short side of the field probably here, or just a little out pattern of some sort. You got to get out of bounds.
Pitch out to the left. Scotty making a big run.
And they get to move the chains, so they'll stop the clock to move the chains.
42 seconds left with the Indians on the 11-yard line.
Indians need to get a play called.
Big run by Scotty Kurtz, dragging about 5 or 6 red jerseys.
Timeout Indians, I believe. Timeout Indians.
And I think we have one more left. A lot of people bending over, looking tired.
On both sides of the ball.
That's right.
Well, it's emotion, Dave.
Well, this is a real dogfight we got going on
yes,
here.
Yeah, this is a good one. It's
everything we expected.
Best game I've seen this year, Dave.
Game of the week, game of the year.
So the Indians are going to have to see what they're made of here. They can still pick up a first, but that's not the goal here. They got to get in the end zone. 1st and 10 on about the 12-yard line, let's call it, maybe 11.
So we're taking our time here, which is a good idea. We got the timeout. Let's talk about it. Get everybody watered up. A little break in the action here. This reminds me, Dr. Manny, is this Spinal Health Care Month, or is it November?
It's this month. It's October. It's in October. We still got a few days left to take advantage of that. I'll be in the office tomorrow morning, but they're not going to hear this till Thursday. Yeah. So.
Oh, I am late then.
Well, here we go. This is it, guys.
Do or die.
42 seconds remaining, and a 3-point deficit. And they pitch back to
out
Kurtz.
Scotty Kurtz.
Kurtz gets up inside.
Touchdown, Indians!
And the Indians are in. So with 37 seconds remaining, Scotty Kurtz makes a big burst upfield. Gets north and south to the
in that end zone.
And all importantly, no yellow flags on the play. So we got a good one we saw this evening, folks. 37 seconds remaining. The Indians go out in front, 27-24. And all of a sudden, a still falls over the Williamsport side of the stadium.
Everybody's going
They're in shock, I believe. I think they thought they had this one. And, by all contentions, you might have thought so. But the Indians pull it out.
Well, it's not over yet. 37 seconds.
Well, 37, and, let's see if they can't convert on this point after here. And we got a flag. Too much time, delay a game. So they're going to bring the Indians back 5.
Yeah, they'll still be kicking. Of course they'll be kicking. So a delay of game by the Indians.
So when they needed it, they went to their bread and butter man, Scotty Kurtz, the senior.
And that was a 97-yard drive.
97-yard drive with just over 2 minutes remaining in the ball game.
Shamokin showing a lot of character. Down 21-7 at the half. Coming back here to take the lead with 37 seconds left. And I think
plenty of
good.
toe, and it's good. So the Indians go up by 4, which is good, because you never know if they got inside the 50, they might try a field goal, Dave.
One big run back, and they'd be tying the game up with a guy like Matt Mapes coming out there, number 1.
It did. It was a good game on both sides of the football.
This one hurts.
And
this one hurts.
They had that 6-game winning streak. They were on a roll, and Shamokin comes in here, dominates the first quarter, but then Williamsport fights back and dominates the second quarter. Getting into the third quarter, why it's kind of evenly matched. The Indians coming back, and then into the fourth, why the Indians pulling it out here with 37 seconds remaining, looking at a victory here if they can only just contain them and shut them down and keep them outside the 50-yard line.
Well, just
be interesting to see what kind of kick here.
Well, I have nothing to add to that, really.
Well, millionaires come up with the football, I believe. But, you're giving them the football at the 50-yard stripe.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that. I mean, one
good pass down inside, and they're going to...
Well, no,
it doesn't do any good. What are we saying here, Dave? Hey, we're confused.
We're missing a good game here.
Good game. They need to score a touchdown.
It's the excitement. I'm all excited. Well, that one's overthrown. Way out of there. Not even close to Fallon Klein.
28 seconds. See, we got so wrapped up, so emotional, Dave.
Yeah, we forgot there isn't such a thing as a 4-point field goal.
Well, only if you kick it through twice. Steele limping out there. We don't like to see that, but he's played his heart out here this evening, and
down to 28
that's been
seconds.
A big asset for this Indian D tonight. And the Indians shifting some people in and out here, and the Indians have to call a timeout. They have to call a timeout because they don't have the right personnel on the field defensively.
Well, actually, it's a good thing they had a timeout. because they were out of control.
Yes, they were. Gives Coach Montgomery a chance to get out there and talk it over with the troops, see how deep they're going to throw it, or who they're going to throw it to. That's about what it amounts to. Everybody and his brother, every eligible receiver downfield. It's not over till it's over, or till a fat lady sings. And I don't even see her in the ballpark yet, so this one could go for a while yet.
I think she left.
Like they say, Dave, who'd have thunked it?
Who'd have thunked it?
The Indians come back. I mean,
it was a great game. We were a little sad at halftime.
We were a little depressed up here. Dave had the crying towel out, but we nursed them back to health.
Who said they were coming back?
Dave said they are coming back. I must admit, when we came up into the box, Dave said they're going to come back, and exactly right he was.
Oh.
Yes, there it is. That's an interception.
Tip drill.
And that's the ball game on the tip drill.
Jamie Wisłowski tipping off to Brian Stamets. That's it.
Brian Stamets picks it off. A great interception there.
Williamsport receivers never turned around to even look what the ball was.
No, they didn't. He snagged that one right out of
Lots of confusion there.
I tell you what, if they wouldn't have cut the grass so short, they might have called it on the ground, but he picked it off.
So that's more like a grounds crew interception.
Grounds crew interception, because they trimmed this field. They manicured it so close and so tight. Otherwise, the ball would have been in the grass.
I should have brought a pen. I'm learning a lot tonight.
Well, the Indian band over there going wild. The Indian chop going to town over there. As the Indians will just kind of kill this one, and that's the ball game. 5-4, and that'll about do it. And the Indians.
Big win for the Indians.
Big wins
tonight.
for the Indians as they come back with a 97-yard drive, sparked by that big first play from the line of scrimmage when Scotty Kurtz broke it past the 50.
Yeah, about a 50-yard run on that play.
And the Indians kept their poise and did an outstanding job, kept their heads, and were in it all the way.
And Shamokin
they never gave up
with that Dr. Manny named Rhino offense.
Boy, that's a short yardage offense, but I'll tell you, they broke it for some long gainers.
Yes, they did tonight. Very important.
So the Indians come out of this one, and I'd be interesting to see what they have to say on Channel 16 tonight, Dave. I'm sure they'll have some comments.
We'll be watching.
But we don't really care what they say anyway.
No. Where's Tom Tiding when you need him?
Yeah, where's Big Tom?
I don't think he's here tonight.
A Shamokinite in his own right.
Yes.
So. But the Indians come away with it, 28-24 in a toughly fought and hard contested ball game. And the Millionaires got to be feeling down after that one. The Indians came out, they dominated the first quarter. The Millionaires showed their poise and coming back in the second quarter and putting some points on the board and going into the halftime up by 14 over the Indians.
A real dogfight out here tonight.
The Indians coming out in the second half, moving the ball in their initial possession and getting right back in it and, coming back to win it with, a very emotional and a very highly spirited 97-yard drive at the end of the ball game with under 2 minutes remaining.
Both teams really had a lot to prove here tonight. A lot of people, saying about Williamsport, are they for real? Is this a fluke? He's come out, lose 2 games, and come right back out and then win 6 in a row. Are they for real? They beat Pottsville, so they had a lot to prove tonight. Shamokin, a lot of people saying, they're 7-1, but who have they played? They played Pottsville, lost to Pottsville, and tonight both teams having a lot to prove. And I think what we got here tonight is both teams did prove a lot. We have 2 good football teams on this field tonight. It's just a shame somebody had to lose.
Somebody has to lose, but Williamsport Millionaires have nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, they
give a lot of credit. They
showed a lot of poise. They came back when they were down, and the Indians likewise turned around and returned the favor and came back. And that we saw a lot of things in this ball game. We saw
tough to come back.
We saw a lot of good hitting. We didn't see any personal fouls, I don't believe, this evening. So a hard fought, well contested ball game, cleanly played, and the Indians coming out on top. So there you have it, folks. Indians come out on top, 28-24. And if you weren't here, you missed a good one. But you saw it on TV, and we'd like to take that opportunity to thank the Mount Carmel station, WKMC out of Mount Carmel, who has access to the cable and they're willing to replay our games for us, and we appreciate that. And again, we'd like to thank Dave for coming up here tonight, making the trek up here to Williamsport, and doing an outstanding job as usual, as colorful as ever.
Well, it's my pleasure, and it's great to be with you, Dr. Manny, in these fleeting hours of
spinal health
care.
But we also like to thank Mr. Tim Latshaw for, he puts all this stuff together. I mean, he puts his time in not only here, but during the week. And again, the camera crew, we got, Chris Sladisco back here, producing all this and doing the sound, and his brother Greg up on the roof up there out in the elements filming this thing for us.
And putting up with the jeers from the security.
That's true. We had to fight our way in the box tonight, but we made it. But we apologize to Williamsport for that miscommunication there. But we'd like to thank Joey Bordell, too, for coming along and gathering some stats for us this evening. And, Shamokin fans, this was a good one. Get out there now next week as the Indians take on the Shikellamy Braves at Kent Memorial.
And we'll be there.
It's away. Oh, I'm sorry. It won't be at Kent Memorial. It'll be at Shikellamy Stadium. Will we be there, Tim? We'll be there.
We're the
away crew. So, again, tune us in, and we appreciate everything your fans do for the kids, and keep up the support.
Sitting here agreeing with you. I don't know what you're talking about.
So, from Phil Manny
and Dave Troxell.
So long, everybody.